What's up? What's up? Just making sure the bitrate is high enough for this. I'm a little worried. A lot of like very kind of taxing visuals in this game will cause the bitrate to like shoot up a lot. So, a little concerning. But
character select.
Let's see. Should I call Sarah or Bobo?
Gita.
No, not this color. McDonald's color.
Catalina.
Pog. Hey, I'm on that account. Let's see if... Should I call? Who's trying to talk?
Gita versus
I have not spoken to anyone in such a long time. So in this span of time, the character on my overlay I have dropped. I no longer play that character because I have found my true love. This stupid looking girl. She's just like, yeah! That's it. It's the future. And she's like really, really good. I play this character now. She's godlike. She's like super strong. It's mostly just... Let's see, let me pop out the chat. One sec. This song is not a banger. It's quite it's too normal. Jita's theme is kind of nice, but I'm a little concerned for me, who may have to edit this later because there is in-game music. So it's a good song. Fairy Song is good, but I like Narmea's song, but it's like really cheeky, like hard bass kinda. It's really a weird thing for this game. It doesn't fit the aesthetic at all. Pop out. Why is this impossible? Oh, here we go. Jita, yeah. I think right now Jita's better than Gran, and there's a balance patch coming out at the end of the month, and since she's such a new character, I don't think they're going to change her at all. So... let me call Sarah. Let me just warm up my hands a little bit. I'm cold. I'm so cold. Alright, see it? The bitrate explode. I know you can hear my buttons. How do you feel about that? I cannot hear Sarah at all. Let me change the volume over here. Okay. What? I did, yeah. I just had to increase your volume. I did.
Feel so bad. I have to go video chat real fast with my
Okay.
friend. It's his birthday.
Yes. That's totally cool.
Call Bobo for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Just like that. Denied.
Yo.
He always has my back, though. He's here to talk when I need to.
What's up?
Yeah, this character is ridiculous. She does like she does everything really, really well. And they're balancing the game again at the end of the month with the last character that's coming out in the Season 1 DLC. So, since she's new, I don't think they're going to change her at all. So, she's
Oh,
like...
damn, let's go.
Yeah, she's,
When did Jetta... How do you pronounce her name? Jita?
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 Maybe she came out, last week?
She the newest? Oh, she came out not last week? Jesus. Oh, dude, she's got Grand's, that upward slash thing.
Oh, the DP. She literally has the same frame data on a lot of her normals as he does. But
That's crazy.
her difference is that she has longer range, and she has like Rekkas instead of like he has like the boot, right?
Right,
So,
right. But she gets Rekkas that you can like stagger.
Yeah,
Wow, that's fucking awesome.
and they're really good for corner carry and stuff. And she can charge her fireball, and it gets
that's
like
cool.
extra hits and stuff.
Can she
So-
cancel the charge?
I mean, there's just the charge version and the uncharged version. right?
Oh, okay, okay.
But she has
okay.
different speeds too, so she can like shoot fireballs at different speeds. He can't do that. She has the same thing with this, like the charging stance or whatever, but her move is a lot better than his because it's way safer, and if you use it at tip range, it becomes plus. It's OD. So
Oh, it's the overhead?
it's that little flip kick.
Yeah.
It's
So she can like charge that?
Yeah, so at max charge it gets invul, but at other charges, it's like, here, let me just... So at like a lower level charge, you can use it for combos, and they just like bounce on the ground. You can get like,
Whoa, that's crazy.
you get like super, super thick combos from that. Let's see. She like hits really hard. It's pretty nice. She's Oh, she has manual input super. You have to input all those moves.
Wow, really? Wait, she doesn't get the easy super like every other character?
She does, but she has a special manual input super that is a little more beneficial to do than all the other characters, right?
Okay, okay.
So she gets this thing where, like, normally there's like a clean hit range for a lot of the easy input supers, where they won't go into their full animation unless you hit really close. Because, like, say I do this, right? And, well, this comboed, I didn't get like the full series, but if I do it from closer, right, I get like this full animation. And this is the stuff that you manually input. But if you don't manually input it, so that did 4658. If you don't manually input it, it actually does way less damage.
Wait, why does it do less damage if you manually input?
No, for the it does less damage if you do the easy input.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
That's
also the
okay,
range for it, where like say this doesn't go into the full animation from here,
Right.
the range for the full input
Manual
one
input?
is longer, and her hair turns blue.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I got you. That's
Yeah.
so weird. That's such a weird intricacy. Is that like common amongst other characters' supers that like function similarly, or like is that pretty unique?
For her, so pretty much everyone gets this thing where like the range for clean hit on their super is slightly farther. So that super hit like that at that range, right? But
Right.
this super also has a clean hit animation where if you're close, right, they go into this full animation. So the range for the easy input is actually smaller
Gotcha.
for that kind of like full animation, right?
Yeah, that
I
makes
like.
sense.
But yeah, Fairy was cool for a while.
I mean, she's still really good, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I just
still top
I think
three.
she's super boring.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think she's super boring. I think Jita is definitely a contender for one of the best characters right now. This is before everyone else gets nerfed. So,
You think Fairy's getting nerfed?
I hope she gets nerfed, actually.
Damn, okay.
I really hope she gets nerfed, and I want Lancelot to get nerfed. I think they need to reduce damage in the game. What they are changing is, like, the frame advantage on a lot of, like, the close normals. Like, the smooth,
Okay.
right? So, a lot of the new characters, and, like, Narmea, who I was playing earlier, has kind of, like, this new trend of frame data, where everyone was like, man, her frame data is so much worse. But I think it's just showing the direction that they're moving their...
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
they're
good.
probably gonna nerf everyone else to that same amount of frame data.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, this is one thing I've been thinking about, too, for OS streams. It's funny, like, my buttons, right? We have, like, button ASMR now. I'm the button ASMR,
Yeah, you're the button ASMR stream for sure.
so I'm, like, pianoing buttons, but like, the thing is, so there's this app now for Windows, and Discord has it built in, where you can, like, mute the button sounds, right? So people can hear my buttons right now. And
Right.
it's kind of like, I don't want it to clip. I hope it's not too loud.
No, the buttons are totally fine.
Okay.
I can't hear your game though. Oh wait, no. That's because I'm. Never mind. No, the game's working on.
Oh, yeah. As long as the buttons
Yeah.
aren't too loud.
I have the stream muted. I just realized.
Good. Because, so this thing actually cuts out all the button noise, right? So if you could see me on stream talking to you right here, I'm going to do it right now. So I'm going to enable the noise suppression. You hear the buttons right now, right?
Yep.
And you can't hear them right now, but I sound like a robot?
Right. So it's just yeah. I know what they're doing.
So I guess it cuts out that, like, that kind of, like, frequency of noise.
Yeah, but that's not. No. It's using. It uses a multiband compressor to do that. But that's why your voice sounds like a robot. You know?
Yeah.
So not worth.
So
I like the buttons.
I think it, I don't know, maybe it might work better through a headset where it doesn't have to, because right now I'm using this mic, as you can see, right? This
Right.
cute one, but it's angled down and it's picking up so much of that it has to, I guess, kind of like parse a lot of it versus using maybe like a headset where the buttons wouldn't get picked up as much. But maybe the audio quality would get preserved a little better.
Yeah. It gets a little tricky, but I mean the good thing is that button clicking isn't a naturally like bad sound. You know, like it definitely makes sense in context of watching you. You know?
Yeah, especially I want to make sure people can see what I'm playing on. They're like, what the hell is that? What are you doing? So the other thing is too, playing fighting games in Corona era is rough because during primetime hours, here, I'm going to try to go unranked. Let's see what happens. During primetime hours, everyone's on the internet.
So it's just trash, right?
Yeah, there's so much congestion.
And is Granblue delay based netcode or rollback?
Yeah, it's delay.
Oh man, that's garbage.
Yep, it's delay. So like, here,
Dude,
I'll
delay
go on.
based netcode. They just shouldn't do it. Like, no company should ever release a fighting game that has delay based netcode because people are always going to complain about it because it's significantly worse than rollback.
I feel
Like-
that. I feel that. For me, they're looking into adding all that stuff now. Like, ArcSys is putting rollback in Strive, right?
Right.
So, I guess for people who are interested too, the Strive closed beta is tonight. It starts, but it's just offline play only. So, we're on frame data duty. We're going to try to break this game as much as we can, figure out as many system mechanics as we can before the beta ends, and it's 24 hours, so we're...
Wow, they're only letting you play for 24 hours?
Yeah, offline play for 24 hours, and then it's periods of, like, 5-hour windows where online access is available, but it's delay-based netcode for this beta test.
Okay.
But the
I mean, I'm
final
sure
game,
delay-based netcode, I'm sure, is easier to establish than rollback, but
Yeah.
like, still,
yeah, the rollback they said would be in the final product,
right.
which is like already so much better than any correspondence like we've ever had before, where they were just kind of like really wishy-washy and stuff like that. Finally, they've conceded. They're like, okay, yeah, this is just a better thing. Like,
Right.
this is why people have been asking for this forever. But right now, I'm in the rank queue, just waiting, and my rank is pretty high, right? So this is
One
what
would
I
imagine.
This is what I realized after trying to do this last time, right? I don't get matches in ranked because no one's at this rank.
Mm.
So I'm like, I need people to like talk to and stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
I need people to ask me questions and stuff. Because if I'm playing ranked, I mean, I can just go in the lobby and find someone to play against. But like,
Do you have anyone that like you would want to? Can you do like custom lobbies?
you can.
Why not? You want to hit up on Twitter? Like, it'd be cool to get some like fan games in and something. You know, that could totally work.
I could. I think a little short notice, but I'd probably prefer to like coordinate that earlier. But there are always people in the lobby that I go to.
Oh, do you have like a Discord, like a ranked Discord?
No, there's a dead ass lobby. Like,
There's a. I got you. Yeah.
it's like all Arxis games where everyone's like really cute and it's like the virtual arcade kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yep. You've seen it before or no? So here's the other thing that really blows my mind. This is the New York lobby, but like everyone in this lobby is not from New York.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, because like this is the New York lobby and there's like the LA lobby, right? But no one's in the LA lobby. Everyone who's from literal LA is in the New York lobby.
Why would they do that? Oh man. Also, why is the size only 64?
Because there are virtual cabs in this. It's 64 per room and then there's like 40 rooms. But
Okay.
everyone's in this one. It's pretty cool. I have my little emote where I pull out a knife.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
specific.
this. I like this.
That was fun. Good game. Alright, I just cucked this guy by jumping on the cab.
Nice.
Let's play this dude Joe Spades. So
Absid Oberon in the chat says, for a new player into the fighting games, what would you consider to be the next thing to learn after learning commands and attacks? Something like a roadmap to learn and reach a new skill level.
that is so good of a question that I will hold on for a second. I will play this match and I will go back into training mode just so that I can give you a really good visual for that. Because that is exactly what I want to talk about. Stuff like that. It's like really substantial, good questions and stuff. So let me just run this match and then.
Yo, let's get this dub. I'll get this clip.
You want to get this clip? I hope the delay's not high is what I'm worried about. Because in the lobby, you can't see connections.
Oh, that's whack.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, it's kind of a delay 5. It's not great. That's 5-frame delay. It's pretty delayed. Ooh. I hear this dog. Yeah, it is pretty delayed.
Bro, you gotta get out of the corner.
It's pretty delayed.
Nice.
It feels like I'm underwater. Oh yes. The connection got a little better.
Nice.
Whoop. What? Okay, let me go to training mode.
Dude, hell yeah. You got that nice perfect. Dude, thanks for the clip. Easy.
That's it? Easy clip?
Easy clip.
It's so bad. I was just like, yo, the connection's better now. Alright, cool. Jita mode. Yeah, Jita definitely feeling this character incredibly hard. Big fan, big fan.
Well, that's sick that they're putting out DLC that you fuck with, you know?
Yeah,
Feels good, man.
The other character I was playing was DLC, and she was like, yo, like this character is so suspect. And now, honestly, this character has so much more substance to her. There's a lot more strategy that I kind of have to keep in mind. So I'm definitely like so happy about that. I have so much more fun playing the game right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we definitely don't talk about the other character that exists that has no name.
Is that the one you just perfected?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. How do you pronounce your name?
Narmaya? Yeah, friendship with
Narmaya?
Narmaya is over.
Narmaya? Dude. Over.
Okay, so let's run this from the
Oh wait,
top.
did you know?
Huh?
Stream let me know this today, so
Yes.
on stream they let me know that today is National Horny Day.
Yeah, she is a very horny character, I think.
Bro. Why didn't
playing
no
her.
one tell me?
What do you mean?
Why didn't no one tell me it was National Horny Day, bro?
I think it's a myth. National Horny Day is not real.
I fucking hope so.
It's a coat. It's a coat. Alright, so let's run this from the top. For a new player into the fighting games, what would you consider to be the next thing to learn after learning commands and attacks? Something like your roadmap to learn and reach a new skill level. So I would say the first idea that you really want to approach is intention, right? Intention when you're playing the game. And so you know all the attacks, and on some degree you already have this, where you're innately playing the game and you're like, okay, these are my far attacks and these are my close attacks and stuff like that, right? But that kind of consideration goes like really, really far out. And it comes down to really understanding the properties of the moves and especially how they're countered, right? Because in a very, very simple way, right? Fighting games are about reducing your opponent's life bar and not getting your life bar reduced. So it's not just killing them, it's also not losing. So when you think about intention, right? How do my moves accomplish this goal of not losing, right? Because that's not the only way to win. You can win by not losing. There's a timer in the game too. So when you think about safety and range and stuff like that, or like general effectiveness, a lot of times I think something that I would say is a pretty common complaint for people who like play this character or a more simple character and they're like throwing fireballs and they're like, I'm not really getting anything off of this. Like, I don't really get to play the game. You know, I'm just chucking the fireball and they're not really getting hit by it and they're moving around the fireball and stuff like that. But this is also a way for you to not lose, right? In a way. At this range, it allows you to like put pressure on your opponent so that they lose, right? But there are ways to counter it, of course. You know, your opponent can like super jump over and then be like, oh, you're gonna throw a fireball and I'm gonna start approaching you from this angle. And you're just like, oh, it's not worth it. I just took a big fat combo for throwing a fireball for the umpteenth time. But at this range, you are safe, right? So there's your consideration safety, because I guess something we call risk reward, that is the very go-to way to talk about this kind of idea. It's just risk versus reward. And risk versus reward is a great way to contrast the two ideas that will help you win games, right? Reducing your opponent's life bar and not getting your life bar reduced. So it is reward in reducing your opponent's life bar and risk that you take. So say I have this really nice combo that does a bajillion damage, right? And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna hit this combo on my opponent, and this is my goal because it's gonna take half their life, and I want to win. But really, it's not that easy to get this scenario because the game is balanced around that, right? It's things that have high reward are generally pretty risky, but you want to mediate that, and that's your goal when I talk about intention. I'm sorry it kind of like got really abstract, but that's like the new skill level that you're looking for. It's like a very mental, deliberate game, because once you start making these choices on your own and you start saying, hey, you know, I'm going to use this move because it's good at this, and even if you fail, right? Even if someone does something else and you keep using this move and it loses and you're just like, why does this move keep losing? That's really good information for you, because it's not something that happened accidentally. It's something you chose, and then if you're wrong, you get to think about it, right? So it's hard to say if there is a definitive roadmap, but that is the kind of like underlying thought process behind improvement in the genre, right?
I mean, you got to know what your buttons do in what situations.
Yes. You know, you have to understand what choices you're making first, and once you understand those choices, yeah, you start making choices, and then corroborating your own ideas together and stuff like that. So it is a very kind of internal understanding thing. So for me, right, let's say I'm playing this character now, Jita, and she's great. I really like her. This move is great. It's really far and fast, and a very shallow understanding, right? It's very far and fast, and it does a great job of keeping my friends out, right? But I play someone else who will just blow me up every time I try to use this normal on him, and I just don't know why, right? So there's probably some information that you didn't have about it, and it's always good to ask questions for system mechanics and stuff like that. There are people who can help you. It's kind of odd to say that because there's a lot of abstract knowledge in fighting games that like the creators don't really share, which is kind of troublesome. But once you start thinking and asking those questions, there will be people who will answer your questions. But for a more like quick contextual answer, in this game in specific, right? If you're playing this game, because when you talked about fighting games, I kind of answered it in a way that applies to a lot of fighting games. But are you playing this game specifically, or is it a different game? Because I do know a bunch of other games that I could kind of give you like advice on where to go after that, just based on what's important and like your priorities and that. But yeah, it'd be nice to know if this is the game that you are trying to learn. Okay, so you just grabbed it today. Yeah, so once you learn everyone's attacks and commands, the thing to instantly think about is, oh yeah, Gran, okay, I'll switch over to Gran. The thing to instantly think about is the neutral, right? And I know that's such a weird term, but it's kind of the idea of hitting them, right? But without letting you hit me. And picking those scenarios where, oh, what's going on over there? So pretty much for Gran, right? He's got like the fireball game, and he's got like this boot thing. which is pretty funny, right? Yeah, the neutral game. The neutral game is when both players are in a neutral state, right? And we call that a neutral state because there's like advantage and disadvantage scenarios. Because look, if I'm the blue Gran and I have the red Gran in the corner and he's blocking these moves, right? Or he's getting hit and I'm doing combos and stuff, like this is an advantage scenario and it's reflected in the frame data too. And that's kind of odd to talk about, but this is part of understanding the moves that you're doing, right? So, for example here, this move, the crouching light, you actually recover first on block, right? So in a neutral scenario, right, where both players can act at the same time, this move from him and this move from me, right, they come out at the same time. And frame advantage is when I can act first, right? Because, let's see me, I can show this to you. So I can actually act earlier than he can, and he's stuck in block stun and he can't move, right? So that's why it's an advantage scenario, because look, if I block, right, if I'm pressing a button, it doesn't do anything until I'm out of the block stun here, right? Because I'm, like, he's hitting me and then my buttons aren't coming out. So that's kind of what we talk about for an advantage scenario or disadvantage scenario. And the neutral is when you're here, right? You're jockeying for this kind of control or this kind of reward where you're able to start getting those hits in, right? So playing the neutral is something that you really want to think about. I don't know how familiar you are with like other fighting games like Street Fighter, but there's this kind of very well-established trope of Ken players, right, who will just jump at you nonstop, and that's the only way that they know how to get in, and it's very easily exploitable, right, because you can just anti-air them, and suddenly their game plan falls apart, right? So that word is really important because that kind of ties into the intention I was talking about earlier. What is your game plan, right? What's your plan here? What is my strategy? There's a lot of strategy involved in this. And I mean, there's so many different things I can do even sitting at this range. I can press this button, I can press this button, I can press this button. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, right? So what's my strategy here? So that I can start to boil down into something that's a little more concrete and useful. Well, first off, I don't want to do things that will get me killed, right? So jumping without proper kind of, scaring them into respecting your jump is pretty risky. So if this is the only thing that they do, it becomes very easy for the other player to respond to it properly, right? So mixing things up is really important, but you also want to do it pretty safely. You don't want to kill yourself, because ultimately, if I am this opposing Gran player, right? So let's say I'm the red one, and I want to go in and attack, but I don't want to. Well, okay, so my brain is off, head empty, no thoughts, right? So I'm either gonna jump at them. Or I'm going to be like, okay, this attack is invincible and it beats every attack. So I'm going to use this because it'll win, right? So now when you set this on random, so the CPU, right, will play back between these two examples over and over again. And ultimately, right, how much life did I lose for this? I lost, like, I'd say maybe 25% of my life bar, right? But what happens if I get this hidden successfully? This only did about 10% damage, right? So was it really worth it that I ran up and did that move even though I hit him, right? Because if I was wrong, I lose way more. But if I'm right, I get way less. So suddenly, it doesn't really seem like a good idea. And that's the risk reward we're talking about, that, it's way more risk associated than the reward in the scenario that I was actually right. So when you think about people who are just doing this and easily punished on block, or people who jump and is very easily like anti-aired, these are not great risk-reward options. Like that did a ton of damage, right? That's a ton of damage. Just because I made this one choice, right? And realistically speaking, the reward is not too bad there, right? Because say I get this hit, right? I get him in the corner. You know, I get a block string, I get a pressure scenario, right? But it was dangerous. It was really dangerous for me to go for. And there's a time and place to do these things when they beat other options, right? So just coming up with a strong game plan is probably the first thing I would say for you to do, right? And I think the mission mode in this game actually has some really good examples for how you will use your tools, right? Because like say, you know what a dragon punch is or an invincible reversal, right? So even though this move, this string, right, of 2 crouching lights, I can't mash, I can't jump out of it, I can't escape really, right? But I can do that reversal move that I showed earlier. So that move's invincible, which is why it's punishable on block. But so that's where the reward of that move comes from. It's able to turn a disadvantaged scenario around. So that's a reason why you'd want to use it, right? Suddenly we've justified it a little more. We're like, this makes more sense to use here, right? And this is just a useful option because if I keep blocking, maybe if I don't get out of the pressure, he'll throw me, right? So suddenly, this becomes a good idea, right? It's a good idea because you've come up with the circumstance to use it and you're using it properly. And coming up with these ideas is the first part of creating a neutral game for yourself, right? And as you play more people, they'll inspire you, they'll, break down your ideas. It's very much a work in progress type thing. That's roadmap is part, definitely, yeah, it's the fun part, but you're refining your understanding and your own ideas and stuff like that, and it's a very strategic exploration. So that's where a lot of the fun in fighting games comes from, though, right? It's like, what is my understanding of my tools? And what big picture is that making? And I'm throwing this at someone else, right? When you really think about it that way, it's fun. It is really fun. I definitely don't like it when people always think fighting games are just like, they're just like, oh, whoever just mashes the most buttons wins. Like,
no, that ain't true. That's never true.
I can't begin to tell you how many years of tournaments I had won, and my mom's assessment of what I was doing was just pressing buttons faster than the other guy. And I was like, in a way, yeah, I guess that's part of what makes me good, but
but it's pressing the right buttons faster than your opponent.
Yep, pressing the right buttons. Hey, that's true for Mario Party minigames, right? When you're playing that Thwomp minigame, you have to mash as fast as possible. It's true for that game, right? The guy who has the world record is the God Masher. Yeah, so I said all that to say this. Come up with a good game plan, right? Come up with a good game plan. If you have trouble coming up with ideas for moves, that requires research or asking questions and stuff like that, I can give you a few examples on that for Graham. So these are the kind of core examples, right? So Fireball for him is a kind of mid-range harassment tool. Pretty much if my opponent is chucking a fireball at me, right? and I know that they're going to do that, I can jump over it. And that's something that you have to think about. But as I showed earlier, right, you can anti-air the jumps. So in a way, you are forcing them to take a risk, right? They kind of have to deal with your fireballs at this range, and what are they going to do, right? They can't hit the fireball. They have to either spot dodge it, which will, you know, make it pass through them, but then they're stuck in this dodge animation for a little while, which you can recognize and exploit, or you can roll it, which is also kind of putting them in the same position, right? So this game, because you have this game, has a very nifty frame advantage display in training mode, right? So we can hit show, and see now I'm gold, and it says even, right? So even is kind of loosely defined in this game for, like, I am disadvantaged but not punishable, right? When I did that reversal on block, it was punishable, right? And it says punish in the corner. And if we see the dummy after this, right? I'm blue. I am blue. I'm plus on block here. I'm very plus. But if I do this move, right? I'm red. I'm negative. It says advantage goes to the opponent. I can get punished here. So that's something we want to think about, and you can use this to analyze a lot of tools to come up with your plans, right? So say we throw a fireball and my opponent is like, I'm gonna jump over it, right? Really, when you look at it, the red Gran recovered in time to anti-air me. So instantly, that's a good idea, right? Suddenly, like, yeah, we can anti-air, that's pretty good damage. If they spot dodge here, they're plus, but we're kind of far, but I've also made them do that, right? If I roll, I'm also plus. But it has to be at a specific time. I have to do it very early and it's not a reaction, right? Which means I'm committing to this. It is a guess on my end. And if my opponent is guessing against me throwing fireballs, right, by rolling or spot dodging very, very early so that there are advantages, you can just wait, right? I press this button. And I'm the blue Gran, right? And I'm thinking that he's gonna throw a fireball, so I'm gonna do this, right? And suddenly I get counter hit, and I get a huge punish. So you want to think about all of the counters to the things that you're doing, because you're trying to make your opponent kill themselves. Another good aspect of his gameplay is this funny move that I showed earlier, the boot, right? So when you use this at very far range, you can actually get frame advantage. Or actually, it's better that I showed here. Right? So I'm plus here, right? This move is a really good way to close space really fast. It's a lot faster than me going, right? And I'm plus here, right? And that's great. That's all fine and dandy. But that actually puts me at a very big risk of, like, if I run in deep, they can stick out their moves and hit me. So I can kind of catch them by surprise by doing this move, right? And then I have advantage. So it's a pretty good move for that. But you want to think about this game's specific constraints too. You get stuff like the cooldown system to think about, where if this move is really fast, and it gives me plus frames on block, so I use it a lot. But when you use an EX move, even though it's a very good move, if you look at those icons in the corner, they get grayed out, and then I can't use the move for about 8 seconds, I believe. So, there's an opportunity cost to this. Yeah. Yes, opportunity cost. So
wow,
that's
we're really
a resource.
getting into it.
Yeah. Now we're really getting into it. We're getting really far away from.
Dude, I think universities charge like $10,000 for a class on it.
Yeah, it could be really structured. A lot of, I feel like, teaching fighting games to people, like, a lot of people ask questions that they don't know how deep those questions are, you know? Like,
Right.
they're deep questions. They're real deep questions. There's so many little things that go into it. And especially for newer players, they just don't kind of have that first-hand experience with the depth of the games, right? So it's important to recognize too, and giving people a place to start. And the game plan idea is definitely the place to start. You want to start thinking about the game in as much of a mental way as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that'll translate later on.
Yep. As soon as if you have that idea really close early on, you'll develop well as a player because you'll spend your time very differently playing the game, right? When you start spending your time just theorizing and thinking about stuff like that while playing the game, you'll come up with ideas, you'll discover things that you never knew were possible instead of like playing a fighting game and it's like, you know what, I'm just going to do the same thing because this is what I learned to do, and it just doesn't really go anywhere. Maybe you get better at doing the same thing over and over again, but if someone comes along who knows how to beat that thing and you don't know how they beat that thing, you're just going to have a bad time, right? So
yeah, you also need player experience. That's definitely true.
yeah, there's a lot of player general fighting game experience and just being in this dynamic that is like super important. But
what are like some things you should avoid if you're like learning a new game, right? What are like some rabbit holes that are not worth going down, or like
the pitfall,
you know, or like yeah, exactly.
The
like
big
what are some
pitfalls.
things to avoid?
So let me drink some water first.
Yeah, dude, you got it.
The biggest pitfall, I think, in general, would be that thing that I said earlier, where it's not only about reducing your opponent's life to 0, it's about you not losing in the process, right? You can't kill them if you're dead. So being able to protect yourself in a fighting game is an idea that a lot of people don't innately think of, because people buy the game, right? They go to the store, they spend $60, or no, they don't go to the store. They put in their credit card information, right? And they download the game for $60. And they're like, I want to play the game, right? But so much in fighting games is about stopping the other person from playing the game too. So it's not just like, you know, butting heads. And that's something that a lot of people really get fixated on. They're like, I want to do what's strong with my character, and they focus on that more than how their character can stop the other person from doing what they're trying to do. And oftentimes, especially in a game like this, the risk reward is actually pretty good for stuff like that. So I had another really important pitfall. I remember making a video on improvement pitfalls a while ago, and it was funny. I had a lot to say, and now I'm kind of like drawing a blank.
Well, how long ago was this?
Let me find it.
I mean, I definitely suffer from that still, where like sometimes I just really want to just like, you know, I just want to hit buttons and, you know, see my character do stuff, but there definitely is that whole other dynamic, which is what makes really good players, and it's like active defense, right? Like actively changing how you're denying your opponent from actually succeeding in what they're trying to do. I can really only get in that headspace when I'm money matching, to be honest, just because it is super stressful. I don't think people realize that. Like, if you're in a really like tense like environment with that sort of thing, right? Like, it actually is, you have to actively think, right? Like, it's not like a passive experience at all. Like, your brain is working, you know? And if your brain is slow, like, you're not gonna have a good time. You gotta...
Oh, I found my video here. There's a decent video. So I think one of the things I talked about was probably not something you have to worry about right now. I think that video was more situated around people who are already in the fighting game community, and I guess we're kind of, you know, they consider themselves more like lower level players but they don't know how to get better. And it's a pretty long journey for people. Many years. I don't mean to intimidate you, but that just means that, like, you know, there's so much substance to it, right? It's so engaging, and that's the best part about it, you know. I've been playing fighting games.
I never get bored.
Yeah, I never get bored of fighting games. I'm a little.
And then what's cool is there's always new. Like you start getting bored, in particular, a new one will come out that.
Yeah.
And the fundies translate, you know, like.
Yes, skill definitely translates
like, always
super well in fighting games. So it stays fresh.
And Jaewong's a god at how many games? Like.
No, he's dad mode now though. Eventually, when
he
you
was
stop,
though. He was.
When you stop and like your muscle memory starts to go. That's one of the things that I started talking about in that video too. Like just, you know, constantly increasing your standards for like even your physical ability, because a lot of fighting games is definitely physical, right? It's very much an exercise in physicality, an exercise in performance, because like, you know, there's these like long combos that you have to be able to do. There's like, you know, you have to be able to react to this in time, like no matter which way you're reacting to it, like you have to be pretty fast on that uptake, right? So that's something that not a lot of people have a lot of good experience with, because it's kind of a niche skill, right? I had always thought about this once I got older, because I was playing fighting games for such a long time when I was really young, and I was like almost really used to my like reaction time being such a huge asset. In the real world, my reaction time is not a huge asset. It doesn't mean anything. And I'm like, damn, like I can react so fast, but like it doesn't mean anything. But it was just because I had invested so much work into my physicality playing these games that like once I kind of got out of that environment a lot more, I was like, wow, that's like, it was so jarring. I was like, damn, you know, I worked super hard on this.
Yeah.
It was so well ingrained.
Have you been able to get like, because I know you took a break for a while, but how are you feeling with your like reaction time and everything now?
My reaction time is fine. If anything, I'd say on average it's better.
Oh wow, that's sick.
Yeah.
I guess you are training your brain, right?
Yes.
Like from the start, you're training your brain. You're like, you're looking for this, and this is what you do, right? So.
And the entire time, no matter what game you're playing, that remains true. So I just feel like as I'm getting older, like I'm getting more practice doing just that. But I still go back and like, I'll do like literal drills for reaction practice at like insane speeds that people are like, that's just not happening, right? And I will just do that, and I will try to do that, and I will try to push the envelope for myself. And if something is hard, or like, you know, a combo is really hard for me, like, I'll keep trying it, you know? Like, I want to be able to do this stuff. I've literally never done that combo before, right? I just have, like, good kind of fundamental execution because my hands are so used to doing stuff like this, right? So it's a big skill set to build, and you want to approach it in a way where you actively take care of that stuff. When people ask questions, it's very easy to answer in terms of like concepts, right? When we talked about like the game plan, but the idea and then putting the idea into the real world, you know, making it real is just as important. It has to get delivered properly. So,
what's the like fastest frame you could react on? Like, I know you can't react to like 3 frame things, but I think 5 frames is possible.
5. So this is like so hotly debated. And
yeah, because I think for Captain Falcon and Melee, because this is the only like relevant fighting game I know that this is relevant for. I think for Captain Falcon on his down throw to reaction tech chase you that he has like I think it's 4 frames to react to you doing it, and the only person I've seen do it successfully is Wizrobe, right?
Yeah.
So I
that's,
don't know what's actually humanly possible.
there's shit like that where like I'll do stuff consistently and people are like, that's not humanly possible. And I'm just like, I don't understand what else do you want from me? Like I will consistently do this like over 80% of the time and they'll say this is not humanly possible. And I'm just like,
Right.
okay, you know, and I go through pretty hard lengths to like isolate that stuff. I will literally like take these recordings, right? So you see how there's like the recording function in the game and it has that ticker that
Right.
shows how many frames have passed. So I will create duplicate recordings down to the individual frame number that's ticking so that I know for a fact that this discrepancy and whatever reaction that I can actually attribute here is in fact this many frames. And I think a lot of it too is when people talk about reactions, they don't understand like different constraints for reacting to things, right? You've got the scenario where you know when you're supposed to look for something, right? Say, I'm trying to recognize this thing, and I'm trying to contrast it against this other thing, but when you know when you have to do that, it plays a huge role in it, right?
Right.
So it's
Because
about...
that's an
yeah.
anticipatory reaction,
Yeah,
right?
so,
Basically.
well, it's like you know when you have to differentiate versus not knowing when you have to differentiate. So
Okay.
suddenly the speed for differentiation in that isolated time becomes, you know, way faster.
Right.
And that's how people do stuff like one hit confirms, right? Like if I put this on random, right, and I want to be able to hit confirm this, I have to do quarter circle back A, right? So I have to be able to hit confirm this. It's a one hit move, and I know a lot of people just don't think that it's like very doable, but you know, people do it
Yeah.
consistently, right? People do it consistently. If you do it with, let's see, stand up boy. This move is weird. Oh no. Right, like
So would you say 4 frames is like what is humanly reactable?
honestly,
Like a
in
4-frame
my
punish?
heart, I'll say yes. Actually,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't think so, but just in terms of, and I would say
Because I know 5 is like people are like yes 5, and people are like absolutely no 3, but 4 is always
but in
like
fighting games, right? So people say that the limit of like differentiable reaction is around 17 frames, right?
Okay.
Which is really high. And frankly, I think what they're talking about is a different thing. It's when you don't know what you're looking for, right? And you don't know when you have to...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, that's what I meant by anticipatory reaction, right? Is it's like you know what you're looking for, right?
Yeah. When you know what you're looking for, suddenly it's like, why is this move so weird to use? I cannot do this right now. Oh.
Oh, Shoe Plays Kusoge asks, how do you get people on the same page as you when the data is in front of them?
That's a question that transcends fighting games. That's a question that goes into the state of the world and coronavirus and everything. It's really not possible except for, honestly, so in fighting game context, you just gotta win. And then if you win too much, if you win too much, they'll say, "Oh, it's just him," right? There's no winning. I tried. It's just so bad.
Yo, you want to hop in online lobbies a little bit more?
Yes.
You could like,
Get a few more matches in.
and you you could show off. Like, I'm sure you could start conditioning people and stuff like that too, because that's another important aspect, right?
Mm-mm.
This time I'm gonna empty jump. Got him.
I think the way I play is like kind of like it's very. I guess it's good that I'm playing Jita. So since she's so similar to Gran, you can probably like see some similar things, but.
How is she connected to the story lore-wise?
So
I still
pretty
don't own
much,
this game.
it's like Pokemon, right? Where you pick the boy or the girl at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
So Jita is the girl.
Can you play as her in the story mode then, or does it just
RPG mode? I
correct?
think so. All right. So my man here, his name's Whirly Fly Guy, right? I have no idea who this is, and the worst part about the lobby system is that you cannot check connections before you play people. So,
I really like this lobby thing, but that is whack. You can't. It'd be such an easy thing to display too.
11-day bub incoming.
Jita versus
I hope not. Oh, this poor guy. See, I don't feel bad when I'm on my stream and streaming and just, like, sometimes I'll play worse people or low-ranked people and I'm like, it's chilling, it's chilling.
believe in victory.
Yeah.
Battle.
But here, I feel like... Oh my god. So one thing to think about is, like, when you think about what I'm getting by doing combos, right? I take way fewer chances and I get way more reward, right? So like knowing your combos and stuff is really important. Even if he hit me like 3 times, right? And say I hit him 3 times, those 3 hits that I got like mattered way more. What is this guy gonna do? Just jump at me. This guy's so scared. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. Did you... He hit rematch. Alright, if you want it, you got it.
Believe in victory. Battle. 1. Engage.
You didn't have to do him like that, man.
1 round left.
I feel like he should quit. I don't know, he wanted to play again.
2. Engage.
Whoops. He wanted to play again. whole time. Don't do it. Don't do it. I feel so bad. I don't want him. I think he shouldn't have played me again. I just don't want to kill him. It just feels bad.
Yo, I got a clip of you saying I think he should quit after you perfected him.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
No. I meant I think he should quit playing me. Damn, bro, I think you should quit. No.
Context isn't important, it's fine.
He's probably learning. That's why I feel like if I, there's so many like decisions that go back and forth that like it's hard for like especially newer players to keep up. And he didn't have a lot of matches at all, so I was like,
Yeah.
that's rough. All right. It is National Horny Day. Maybe I should play the bad character.
No. Don't give in. Don't give in.
I kind of have to, I think. She's the most like sexualized character in this game. Play the armpits. It's been a while since I played Perry, but
Dude, should I slide into some DMs tonight? What do you think?
before the night is over, yeah. You don't have a lot of time.
I got 3 hours. That's plenty of time.
Alright, this guy has 2 wins. Let's play. How many DMs can you slide into in 3 hours? That's
There's only like 3 I care about, so.
Okay. My man said, play the armpits. So we're going...
is that Cassius? Oh my, I didn't realize that was Cassius in the chat. That's super pog. Oh my god. Yo, what's good, homie?
Safe jump versus DP safe medias. Yeah, I'll definitely show a couple of examples. Oh, this guy's good. He's got a high rank. I'm gonna get bodied. I haven't played this matchup in so long. Ooh, I've been all Jita. Oh my god, it's delay 11. Where is this guy?
11 frame delay. They didn't say in chat.
Yeah, how did the chat know? The crazy part is it's not lag spiking at all. It's just laggy.
Well, consistent lag is better than random lag, for sure.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe this. This guy might be... Whoops. Oh my gosh. Look at my delay 11 combo.
Oh my god.
No, no. 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 Don't make me play in delay 11 frame delay. How long is that in a real world time? It's
pretty fast.
176 ms or something? No. 183 around there? 183.
11 frame delay. That's Wi-Fi, dude. Come on.
That's got to be Wi-Fi, yeah. He's
Actually,
from New York.
I think Smash Wi-Fi is about 11 frame delay. I think something like that. It's unplayable. It's unplayable.
Even just hearing about that makes me feel kind of uncomfortable.
You literally just get bad habit playing Smash Online because things that are normally very punishable suddenly become very hard to punish.
Very good.
So, bro, like Ganon F smashes you on Wi-Fi, you're shook. But Ganon F smashes you offline.
I'll play it on
you're good.
It's horny day. Whoa. He said that was a patient fight. I like the lobby system. It's so funny. So what the LOL. It's like you
it's cool. It's like a virtual arcade. Yeah. So
I get to pick my digs. Oh, okay. Gonna rotate it. Narmea is just... Times are tough. Alright, this guy has a name that I can't say on stream. But... It's National Horny Day. So I have to play him. With the most horny character.
Alright, I'll probably watch one more set and then I'm a dip.
Charlotte versus Narmite.
I'll probably get washed up. Yo, this guy's SSS rank.
Ooh.
My baby Narmea.
What's the delay?
Let's see.
Believe in victory.
4? Not fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay. No confirms. Oh my gosh. Nice. Watch this. I'm dead. It's over. No, where's the parry? You definitely didn't punish me on time. Yeah, the delay's a little high, but
Do they let you like can you switch characters and play the same person in these lobbies?
you have to go out to the menu.
Oh, okay.
God. God, no way I could confirm that. There we go. Yeah, it would be nice. It'd be a nice feature, character select, but I think it's pretty difficult for the game. Oh no. Oh no. The delay. Where's the punish? Are you serious? Now I'm dead. Oh. I blocked the DP and no punish.
Damn, bro.
Are you serious?
Bro, you think if you leave and switch to how do you pronounce her name? Jetta?
Yeah, I'll probably be fine with Cheetah.
Dude, this dude's triple S.
I should be triple S, but I don't play ranked enough. Oh my god, this character sucks. God. Unfortunate spike, yes, very unfortunate spike. Oh yes, for sure. SCP for me, now I'm dead. Kill me, please.
Battle 3, engage.
Oh god. I'm bodied. I can't do it. I think I can do a Vegeta. Here, I'll switch to Vegeta.
Oh yeah.
Horny is
I'll
not
watch
enough.
the Vegeta set and then I'll...
Horny is never enough. Horny energy is not enough. Oh, someone else got on the cab. They cucked me. They cucked me. It's over. I can't even get back on the cab. Yep, it's PS4. Narmea is definitely hard to play in the way. And I'm also, like, it's been so long since I've played her that I'm not, like, switching stances as fast. Because she's, like, she's the two stance character. And it's just all the buttons.
Alright, this is gonna be the last match I watch.
Alright, alright.
And then I'm with that.
I'll go ham. I just have to remember how to play this character.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh god, no. Oh god. Oh, this is so hard. It's so hard to move. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so hard to move. What is this delay? 4? 5 now? Oh my gosh. Nice. Foozies. Oh, this character is so sad.
Yeah, she doesn't seem too great.
She's a lot of very the
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
oh my gosh. Oh no! No! Oh no, he tried to block.
Down.
Tried to block.
Battle 2. Engage.
Montage. Oh god. She has like really bad everything. Alright, let's see. Do we gotta confirm now? Is this enough? Alright, there's your clip combo. Her wind pose is so stupid. It's just like, oh, I'm so cool. I am so cool. Nah. Nah. Why? Oh yeah, so safe DP versus wiping off the non-existent blood. I'm so cool. Just
Oh my god.
it's okay. You have there's your clip combo. It's like over 50% of some random thing I did. I don't remember. So DP versus close A setups, right? This is actually pretty important to think about when you look at them, right? So there's actually a weird thing in this game where you're allowed to walk for 1 frame before you get hit. Or the frame you get hit, you're allowed to walk forward. And it actually displaces you for a lot of your safe jumps. But that's a Jita problem, not a cast problem. It's because her JS doesn't hit correctly. So she can throw herself into the corner on her perfect safe jumps. But Catalina does get the perfect safe jump. Yeah, if you hold forward, so you get hit, but you put yourself out of the corner, but you still take like a fat combo. It's not really good, but there's nothing else that... Yeah, it's probably because they're holding forward and trying to mash button DP and they miss it, and then they just get pushed out of the corner. But you will still get the same confirms and stuff. So this is kind of what I tweeted, right? So here's another one, right? So that's a nice airtight Oki setup. That should be safe to DP.
Hey homie, I'm outie. Good luck
Alright,
with the rest of the stream, dude.
Yeah.
We definitely gotta
Catch up later.
Hop in these, yeah, you definitely gotta hop in these two.
Alright, so you see it is the safe close L, right? So let's just do it again. And look at the pushback, right? Pushback from close L here, I can't throw. I have to walk forward to throw, right? Which is fine. A lot of people think that's fine, right? That is fine, okay. But this, right? This Gatling does not work. I cannot do 2A twice, right? I also cannot get a DP safe input and do close medium, right? Which is kind of a problem. So when I do my safe jump, right? Look at how much pushback there was. Oops. Right? Little less. But I neutral jumped here, right? So even with a neutral jump, it's kind of similar, but what we really want is this. I think Jita may be a specific case where it doesn't work on her because she's tiny, really tiny. She has this issue with herself, but you're still in prox range, I think. Yeah! That's crazy, by the way. Ooh. So there's your reversal. It said reversal, right? That was first frame. I'm gonna hold forward now, though, right? And I got out of the corner. Catalina, though, she's godlike. She can do this, like a complete Chad. Right, it should be dash neutral jump, yeah. Let me hold forward now. Oh wow, it's still... I'm not doing it fast enough. There we go. That one's pretty good. So you see why this is working? It's actually hitting late active, and here's me holding forward and getting smoked, right? And still DP safe, right? So this setup is great. There's less pushback than the close L. It's safe. Look how much pushback there was. Still not a throw range for this one, right? But if you mix it up so that they know that they can't hold forward, you can do these really, really high ones. And that one puts you in throw range pretty easily. Not against her with that. I think that you need a super jump and then you get the throw range one. It's because the fall is faster. So Catalina has to time hers manually. But there you go. That's good. Yep. Right, so here. Still in throw range. Yeah, it's scary too. And here's the other thing, right? When they do this safe jump, there are some normals that they cannot hold forward against. Right? So look, I'm gonna hold forward. Right? So Catalina, I don't know if she has these normals. Oh, that might be that one. It might be that one. Yeah, you can't hold forward to get out of the corner against that one. So some normals move the hitbox back, and then they can actually get the full... That's it. Got him. Right? So you get to pick what button you press, and it's still a safe jump. Unless you do it high enough, you won't be in throw range, right? Because these moves don't hit at the same height that you need to negate the pushback. That height, right? You just can't do it. You have to do it lower, and you end up farting. Versus this, and you end up really close. So the reason why I do super jump a lot is because the fall is faster. You get to hit higher, and then you still get the safe jump. So Jita... Right? That one was walkable. It didn't look walkable, but you'll see why. Also, the other thing about Catalina close L, right, is when you think about close L media as a... Right, so that's the string for the combo. If you punish their roll, they end up on the other side. But for Catalina... Right? For Catalina, there's no point. Because roll, you can actually make JU hit roll. Look at how deep this is hitting, right? This doesn't make any sense. Why would you think that you'd be able to walk out of this? It's a system thing. It's a system thing. The move is already active, right? The move's already active. Look, I'm holding forward now. And when I wake up, you don't see any walking frames, right? Oh, this one works. This one's a good setup. This one's actually just perfect. But this one doesn't have the JU beat the roll. Yeah, so you can't get this off of off close out, right? It would be this. You have to do super deep dash momentum, and that works, right? But you're not gonna get that off of a frame kill, which is why it's impractical to consider that. Right? It just doesn't work here. You have to do this, and it works. But that means that you're manually timing that one frame thing. Yeah, it's a weird timing layer mix. This should smoke roll. There's certain frames for it that smoke roll. Yeah, like that. So you get to keep them in the corner with the punish from the safe jump as well, which is an important thing to consider. There's also... What else was it? Close L... When people talk about it as well, this is another thing they think about. Right? It's easier to do that. It's easier to fake this instead of going for a fake safe jump. But there's no reason to go for a fake safe jump. IMO, right? There's no reason to go for a fake safe jump. You should never fake your safe jump unless you will get a like very early 2A, like in Jita's case. She can do that and have it hit on frame 4. But for Cat, right? Never fake it. That is too good. That's too good. Don't take it for granted. Use it. It's mad good. Yeah, the late active sweep combo. So from here, right? You already know close out has fewer options for confirms. You have to do this, right? You have to do that. So innately, the block scenario is worse because you can't confirm into frame advantage with close medium. And against other characters, Catalina gets 2A twice, actually. So she can do 2A, 2A, 5A into, you know. Whatever. Right? But what's the difference? For the safe jump, right? People say that you can't do this. You can't do empty jump throw, right? Because it's very obvious, right? Because people will fuzzy mash you. Right. Makes sense. But if you're playing Catalina and you're also trying to do that thing, you will delay your normal so that they come out right before you hit the ground. Right? So imagine if I am I can't believe that works. Jeez. Right. So if I'm gonna fuzzy mash this, right, and I'm Galaxy Brain, if you use your latest possible active frame, or your first possible active frame to hit it as late as possible to the ground, if they try to fuzzy mash you and get advantage, they'll get smoked just like that, right? And that's because I fuzzy mashed trying to beat this thing. And you have free ability to vary your timing on your safe jump as long as you have the correct arc. You can make the normal come in at whatever time to punish whatever normal fuzzy input that they wanted to do. So that's godlike. For this one though, right? And in every case that you vary the timing, no matter what happens when you do vary this timing, you will be safe to DP, right? But if you do this, even if you want to try to frame trap them for delay mashing here, all examples of that lose to DP because it's not a safe jump, right? So if you wanted to interact with that timing more safely, you have to do the safe jump. So Cat has the most privileged safe jump in the game. It's that, right? And most of the time, you can't walk out of it, actually. So do it at your own risk, I guess. Against Jita, though, her air normals are kind of suspect, so... Kalina's nuts. This also beats roll? Oh my god. Yeah, so that was hold forward. And this is off of neutral jump. I can't even get the roll. Yeah, so it just smoked the roll entirely. Her CM range being so consistent is nuts. They need to change this. This is fine. Other characters have this, but this is plus. Crazy. Crazy. So here, now it's time for Jita. Jita! I need to play more matches so we have more archive-worthy things. But teaching is nice. Teaching is great. This is the last thing I'll show before I commit to just mashing my life out. So look at this spacing, right? There's a difference between that doesn't work, right? That doesn't confirm. It misses. But the other one, it comboed, right? And both of these are the safe close light, right? But one of them was closer than the other. So you also have to think about the spacing, right? The spacing. So why would I ever do the one that ends up farther? Well, if I'm trying to time out my cooldowns. Haha, look, I'm at this really good range already, right? But if I do the other one, I'm a lot closer, and I have no way of, I have no like airtight way of. You throw out a hitbox to beat ball. It has to be a high attack level move. Yes, you can, but the Charlotta players are waiting to see you whiff the normal so that they can do ball, right? Most of the time you can, like, especially if you're playing offline, you can DP it on reaction. But a lot of it is people throw fireball, right? And then the Charlotta player will move. But yes, it depends on attack level, and the EX version has a higher attack level too, so. Anyway, back on close CL for her, right? So normally, right, your safe jump is fine, right? But you don't get to confirm on Jita because this is just sad, right? But we can do the deep safe jump and get the combo, yes! Right? So that's why that deep safe jump is important, but look what happens when I hold forward. I just teleported out of the corner, if you saw that. This is because of how Jita's JS hitbox works, and it puts herself into the corner. That's it. Look, I just teleport out the corner, right? If I press nothing, nothing happens, right? And look, this looks meaty, right? That looks meaty, right? You saw the frame that she guarded here. You don't see her get into like procs cards, so yeah. Come on. Come on. So yeah, there's that issue, but it is DP safe. Look, and it said reversal because I did it on the first possible frame. Right? So it's just weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff. But she also has the option of doing this. That move does not let them get out of the corner. See, I'm holding forward. It's the timing of the jump was the same. But the arc was completely different because of the normal I picked, right? So that's still the safe jump, of course, right? The problem with going for the front-facing one is that it pushes you back a little farther, so you just have to be mindful of that. It's no big deal, but yeah. So remember this? I remember what I was going to show you now. right? I did that, and it was like, why would you do that? You're pretty far, right? So it's mainly just to get the spacing for the fireball pressure after. That's quite important. There's also this, right? We're doing this as the combo for the meaty. That hit backwards. I think you can do it early enough to actually keep them in the corner versus the other close A setup will let them roll out. Yeah, there you go. So that setup spaces you out for the close A. Anyway, yep. Versus the other one that's closer. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that one, right? You're closer, so the roll actually gets on the other side before you punish. So it's kind of hard. But anyway, all right. Catalina versus Charlotta. So I'm pretty sure you can clash the move as it's coming out, but I'm not sure if that's a great idea. Can't you combo into sweep even if they roll out? Only if you're in close A range. You have to. It would have to be 2A close A sweep. 2A sweep doesn't work. I wish that worked. That'd be crazy. Give Jita a 6-frame sweep. I would love that. Right. So this clashes on EX. But this one loses because the attack level is lower, but this one will clash with M normal, actually. Right. So you can, but it depends on the button strength that they're using. If they're using A-ball, right? If you think they're going to use A-ball, you can actually beat it with medium normals. Right? But it has to be active. It'll just beat the active frames. But if it's EX, the attack level's higher, so at best you get a clash. Unless you just throw a projectile at it, of course. But yeah. So it's pretty risky, but EX does come with that extra cooldown. At least this one you can beat, but they will be looking to punish you. If you're at this range and you see them do it, oh yeah, it's party time. Alright, so that's one way to deal with it. You can also just outspace it. So that's the usual answer. Just play at the spacing. Just be ready to whiff punish it. So, no biggie. Time to mash on some people. Give some clips. I already got a fat Jita combo. What are your options on Clash? You can dash, spot dodge, roll. Oh. What are your options on 5L against her? I would 5L. Or 2A. Especially at that range, you can probably 2A safely. I don't think her DPS will reach you. Especially if you're clashing against ball like that. Alright, what do I do for the memes in these next couple games? Do I get more, and more JA? Narmaya? You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. This is the throwback. She's on the overlay, you know. I've done her dirty, but she's no longer my best friend. I had a good time, you know, going from Fairy to Narmea. I was like, man, you know, this is actually kind of fun. And then it wasn't. And then Jita came out. I am absolute trash at this game. Come on, man.
Believe in victory.
Correct.
Battle.
Lane 9. Alright. Oh, okay, no. No clips. No clips. No clips. Oh my god! I feel like when I play against people and like if their connection, well, if their rank is really low and it's like very clear that they're new, a lot of them are just like not What's this? You lost so much life. What is going on?
Battle 2. Engage.
That was sick, right? Oh! What is this spacing? The counter. See, these people are new. They're definitely new. There's a lot of new people playing the game.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh my gosh, they just smoked Mistfinder. Okay, I tried to spot that, but now we're at delay 3. This guy's definitely on wireless. Oh my god, no. Alright. Oos. Not bad. Oh, mixed. What the fuck? Yo, my extreme delay Yggdrasil counterplay is pretty good.
Battle 2. Engage.
Look at this cat. Yiggy.
You gotta believe.
Ooh!
He kicked the bucket again.
That was OD. That was actually godlike. that was a Galaxy Brain Command Dash. I know, in lag. I did that in lag. Yo. Dude, my anti-Yggdrasil is great. I was like, yep. Actually, honestly, I think she does really well against Lil Wayne. Out of every character, right? She just happens to do really well against Lil Wayne. Because, like, he can never set up on her, right? She can always get in with Command Dash, and she's just full screen instantly. And it's just like, okay. Alright, you got me. I ate some food, you got me. Yeah, she does well against Charlotta. Which is so weird to me to think about how she's good against, like... She's just randomly good against, like, one of the worst characters and then one of the best characters. Truly amazing character. That was actually a clip. I'm surprised that worked. But I was like, oh, I'm out. I've been restraining myself because this is not my channel from pulling on this. But I just had to tell people. Because it hurts. This is not my channel. Can't be toxic.
Victory. Battle 1. Engage.
I definitely did not want the JS, and now I lost half my life. My EX on that combo. Am I dead? I don't think so, right? Oh my god. Darman. Darman, no! No! Whoops. That was plus. Oh my gosh. I got no meter. Alright, is he gonna bait my DP? Watch this. I did at a range where he couldn't DP. I think he was screwed, actually. Can I get it? I'm nice.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
I can't believe I have no options. Nice, GG. Good time. Nice. He's dead? Oh my god!
Battle 2. Engage.
That's anti-air. Oh. Sorting anti-air. Alright, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, he's dead! So what do I do? All right. You trying to see some foozies? My sick Catalina. It's horny day, right? I gotta play all the characters. All the pretty ladies. Oh, I'm hella not confirming 2M hit block. I'm confirming 2M on whiff if I see something like at a range where it'll work. So this guy plays Jita like a Charlotta player does, yes. It makes a lot of sense. He has a very Charlotta approach to Jita.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oos! Whoa! Come on, son. Oh shit, that's punishable. I forgot! Oh no! Okay. Watch this. No! I definitely tried to do Ume Hara DP. It's too late. Where's the confirm here? Oh my god. Yo, wait, Kelly does ass, bro. I don't have it. Like Kelly does ass, my spatial awareness. Yeah, my JUs are like all over the place. Oh shit. No way. Oh, I didn't block that? Alright, you got this. Do the Oki. Oh, what? What is going on? Alright, what do I do? Shimmy? No, right? No. EXDP frame kill? No, it's not! No, it's not. You lied to me. I looked at the chat. It said EXDP frame kill, and I literally did it correctly. It was not a frame kill. You lied to me. What? Oh shit. Oh my gosh. The Jita did the EXDP frame kill. I definitely... What the? I tried to do that way earlier. Oh my god, I'm getting smoked. My Catalina's ass. My Catalina. Can't even DP. Ooh. Oh shit! I forgot that move existed. I can react to that, by the way. Yes. Yes.
Battle 3, engage.
What the? Oh, my Calina's nice.
I knew you were strong. 君は日に日に強くなっていくな。剣だけ。
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh! This guy really just busts out. I'm busting out too. I'm busting out too, my friend. I'm busting out too, my friend.
I've still got a way.
Bait the bus out.
Battle 2.
We went from getting washed up to being on match point. Okay. Oops! Oh my god. No. I reacted to that. Oh!
Finish.
I knew you were strong. 君は日に日に強くなって
I'm channeling LK. For sure. Which record do I use for frame trapping? Usually EX. For the delayed one, I'll use EX. For... The thing is, like, if you want B record to frame trap, you have to cancel immediately. And it's just not very good because you don't have, like, that little pause of no cancel. What character should I play? Zoriz? Is this the real National Horny Day? You want to see my Gran? I could play Gran. I could play Gran. Now that I play Jita, I know how to play Gran.
Jita versus Soriz.
He's hype. He's hype.
Believe in victory.
Alright, I'll walk back and do it. Oh yeah, this matchup sucks, huh? I keep thinking his install is 2-on-4 because I play Ferry and I try to do install and it's 2-on-4. I'm joking. I'm still joking. Forrest! What does he do? Alright, this is just like Catalina. I lost the first game. It's warming up. Woos! Is that it? Does he have any crossover normals? Jeez. Oh, Sora's. It's gotta be 2-2, right? I gotta do 2-2. 2 and what's 2 and 4C on block? Why does he not have a DP? This man needs a DP so badly. Alright, what do we got? I didn't want that. I wanted the other one. Why is it so hard to get install for me? My brain is just like... Bro. See, it's... I can't. It's National Horny Day. That's it. That's the meme for today. I can't play any dudes. I have to play girl characters. Otherwise, it's just... It doesn't fly. Oh, you want to see my Gran? Shit, I forgot. Alright, next one. This guy's getting like the character gauntlet. You cannot... I can't. Saurus is too manly for me. I wonder who this guy thinks I play. Does he think I'm an Armea player?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
super! Nice super, again, from me. I lost, because I can't do super. I'm not brave like this guy. And just commit. What? It is really spiky. Oh my god! My man's a genius! Is he gonna bust out? Is he gonna bust out?
Battle 3, engage.
Well, the delay.
Great.
I got mixed! But not really because it was 6 delay while I was trying to block that. Oh my god! I'm not even... Yo! I let go! I looked away! I looked away.
One mystery still unsolved.
Yo!
Gotta be related to a
I looked away! I looked away and I lost all my life. And I was like, what's going on? I can't confirm. It's not possible. It's too laggy. It's too laggy. I can't confirm.
Battle 2, engage.
Is he just gonna super? Super. Super. Oh my gosh.
sorry, Lyria.
Oh my gosh.
Believe in victory. Battle 1, engage. Great.
DP! Oh, not dead! Oh. So spiky! This is the future. Coronavirus fighting games.
Battle 2. Engage.
Where's my confirm? That's the crash confirm!
Down.
Coronavirus fighting games. Alright, that's it. That's it. We're in the last round.
3. Engage.
Can my man do the combos? Where's my safe jump? Do you see that? Do you see how late that input was? Do you see my DP? Oh, I'm dead! Why am I super? At least you can hear my buttons. Alright, I'm gonna pick Grand to God. Bro. Delay boys. Oh, mine's definitely suffering. So the delay in our matches are it's fluctuating from like 3 to 7, which is like, yo. So I can't get a single DP. It's hard.
Grand.
I should just mash easy input. This is what they knew this was coming, so easy input was created.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh no. Do I just have to do button input? Is that really it? I just have to do button input DP? Oh, what the? Oh! That's a punish! Are you serious? Are you serious? That's a punish! Just gotta mash faster.
Battle 2. Engage.
Dude, my Grant's sick. Yeah.
Battle 3. Engage.
Oh, almost. What?
Sorry, Lyria.
君名前はどこかで会ったことがあるようにね
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yo. I can't confirm the space. It's over. Whoops. Huh? Alright, it's 1-1. My Grand's getting bodied. What do I do? How do I play this character? I need to pull on this so bad.
I've met you before. Maybe we could
This is the last match before I kill the stream. What do I do to win this?
Battle 1. Engage.
2-4 L LDP. Oh, I got smoked. All right, the super. Yo! What the fuck?
Battle 2. Engage.
Yo, baby, it sucked. I definitely wanted to dash first, but a lag spike ate the first part of it. What the hell? Okay. I don't know combos, so this is gonna have to do for now. Clutch! Clutch! Tanoshi, he says. I'm almost clutch. Oh, my man. Fuzzies! Oh, thank you! How did that not kill? Where's my dash? No, I didn't do the easy input. I did the full input.
君
Kim's. Yo, it is so spiky. I hope he knows. He's like, yo, you don't know anything with these characters. Oh, he said last one. Okay, okay. Okay, you know what? I'm cool with that. Last one then. Last one, stream. Ignore this. Always fun to play you. I hope you don't even know who I am. Because this is really laggy. Here, how do I make my camera disappear? There we go.
Jida versus Jida.
Oh, my stream. Delete the VODs.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage. Great.
Oh my gosh, that run was so deep.
Battle 2. Engage.
How'd you know I was gonna mess it up? Oh, I see you. Alright, Oki.
Great finish.
Oh, you just got hit. Try to jump, probably. Cause I need this.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage. Great.
Oh, I keep messing up my safe jumps.
Down.
Oh no. Now I feel like a loser. I'm such a tryhard.
2. Engage.
I'm just kidding.
Finish.
So close.
That's. It's a little too tryhard for me. My personal vice, nicotine fighting game player. Good work. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope there's decent clips here. Yeah. That grand clutch was crazy. I need to get ready to talk with LK. I'll probably be on LK's stream, getting ready for the Strive beta. Obviously, I'm going to be streaming quite a bit. I'm going to be focused on Kai and Mei. So I think I am kind of a little bit more interested in Mei right now. Even though Kai looks so cool. He just looks so cool. I didn't really think I'd be interested in Mei. Chip looks nuts. Chip looks nuts. Yeah. So I think my goal in this period is to take all of the frame data for like, you know, like air dash startup and stuff like that, and you know, all that little bit, like how much is instant block remove, jump startup, blah 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 blah, and I think that'll give us a better direction for figuring out like the system stuff when the game actually drops. But yeah, this is what we're gonna be talking about. But yep, I'll get on the call with LK. Thank you guys for watching on OS's channel. I'll be back sometime on the schedule. You'll see me, and you know, next time just come ready with like fighting game question stuff. I'm totally happy to answer. I love going in depth on that stuff and not playing online. So, cool. All right. See ya. Thanks.